What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I still can't do the recap in today's video for college football because the games haven't started yet. I've had a couple games start. We did cash Arizona money line. We did miss Miami of Ohio money line in the last video. If you guys played it, I do apologize. They got absolutely killed by Ohio. Parker Navarro cash for us. And then we had Beck over passing yards, who ended up chalking. He missed by 25 yards. He should have cashed, man. If Iowa State kept the game any closer, they would have kept him in for that last drive, and he would have got 25 yards for us for sure. But he did end up cashing for us. So right now we're 2-2 with like 7 other plays ready to go from yesterday's video. You guys have spoken. I understand not many people like college football nearly as much as NBA, but I just couldn't get the NBA video in early, which is why we're doing NFL again today. I cannot find any props right now for NBA. They're not posted. I go to work here in a minute. I work night shift again, so I can't get these plays in early for NBA. So I know the slate starts early, so I don't want to post them at like 11 a.m. tomorrow, and then people have 2 hours to watch the video. So that is why I'm going with NFL today. So I got 6 plays for you guys for NFL for the slate. If you guys do want to get all of our plays, we are cashing out college football right now. I've had a really good day so far, even with a couple of misses. But anyways, if you guys want to get all of our plays, head on over to our Patreon or our WAP. Link for both of those is down in the description. WAP is the one I recommend just because you can do weekly or monthly or annually if you want to do it that way. We only have a monthly access on Patreon. But either way, man, whichever one you guys have, totally up to you. Link for those is down in the description. They send you directly to our Discord. You can join our Discord for absolutely free if you want. The link for that's down in the description as well. Would love to have you guys a part of the community. But anyways, guys, we have a big NFL slate. Lots of games going on. Obviously, I can't pick plays from every single game. There's just too many games. I'd be here for an hour and a half. But we do have 6 plays for you guys that I really like. Before we jump into these plays, I do want to pick a winner from yesterday's video to win a free month of VIP. If this video gets 150 likes, I will randomly select a comment down below to win a free month of VIP. Conditions: you do have to be subscribed to the channel, you got to leave a like, and you got to comment. So leave a like on the video, drop a comment down below for a chance at free VIP, and let's pick our winner from yesterday's video. So winner from yesterday is for, he said, Cute Dat Guy, or Cutie Dat Guy, said free me please. So you did get the free month of VIP. Send me a message on Discord, Cutie Dat Guy, and I will give you your free month. But just message either Fantasy Ace or Ryan Fantasy Aces. I'm Ryan Fantasy Aces for the ones who don't know in the Discord. Fantasy Aces, not me. We are 2 separate people. But just send one of us a message and we'll get you guys added. Before we jump into these picks, I do want to give a big shout out to DGF. If you guys don't know what DGF is, it is an optimizer. It's a tool. It takes all of our plays from our apps like Prizepicks and UNDERDOG, compares them directly to these sports books. If you guys sign up for DGF, you get a free month of our VIP as well as 25% off if you use code ACES. So if you guys sign up for DGF, use code ACES. You got that free month of VIP, and you get 25% off your purchase. So looking at these, lots of NBA value on the board according to them. They love these fantasy score unders right now. So it looks like Prizepicks has these fantasy scores slightly too high. So lots of value for NBA if you guys are looking for NBA plays, and they are there. So link for that is down in the description as well. Let's go ahead and jump into these free picks for today. So first free pick of the day, we're going to start with our man DeAndre Hopkins. This is one of the only receiving yard plays I like. I personally don't play many receiving yard props because I think it's a little bit less consistent. Now, Hopkins has been killing it. Obviously, they're playing against the Chargers tonight. It should be a competitive game. I think the Chiefs are going to win. Personally, if you're looking for a play on this one, I do think the Chiefs win. They are playing in LA, though, so this could be a game where the Chargers end up upsetting Kansas City. But looking at this, man, we got Hopkins over 41.5 receiving yards. He's only cashed it 5 of 12 games on the season, but I do like this play tonight. Looking at the Chargers, receiving yards defense, they don't give up many, 221 per game, 10th best defense in the league in terms of receiving yards allowed. If you go to wide receiver, it does go up slightly to 16th ranked defense, giving up 146 receiving yards per game. Obviously, Chiefs run the ball less than they throw the ball. They're going to pass the ball at a 58% rate. And if you come down here to offense versus defense, you can look at passing and rushing yards. It does look like the Chiefs versus their passing versus rushing yards offense. Passing yards is slightly better than rushing yards compared to the defense for Chargers for rushing and receiving, or rushing and passing. So they give up 10th in the league in passing yards at 206 per game, and then 120 rushing yards per game. So slightly better or slightly less yards in rushing compared to passing. But I like this play, man. I do think it's going to be a competitive game. Obviously, this one I think might be slightly sweaty, but I like to play for our man Hopkins. If you look at targets, he's averaging 4.8 targets per game. Had 9 his last game versus the Raiders. He had 4 receptions and 9 targets, which obviously is not a very good completion rate. But other than that, man, he's been cashing pretty good every single game this season in terms of targets and receptions. So I like this play for Hopkins. I've got him locked in. He is over on the Prizepicks app. He's minus 110 odds on a lot of these props. This is minus 120 on Underdog, so you're getting better value on Bet365 if you do decide to straight bet this one. But DeAndre Hopkins, I've got him locked in. He is over on Prizepicks as well. I'll go ahead and pull him up real quick for you guys. Make sure he hasn't got bumped. It does look like he got bumped to 42.5. I wouldn't touch that personally because you get better value on this minus 110 on Bet365 for a point less. So don't touch that on Prizepicks unless you just want to play a slip. I just personally prefer a straight bet on this at minus 110 odds over that at a lower number, but it's totally up to you guys. But that is pick number 1, DeAndre Hopkins receiving yards. I have got him locked in. If you guys do want to try out Outlier, this website I'm using right now, it is absolutely free for a week with our link down in the description. So make sure you guys give it a try. It is $20 a month after that, and I do think it's worth every single penny. So if you guys want to try out Outlier, like I said, links down in the description. Pick number 2 of the day. It is going to be for our man Lock. So the New York Giants quarterback, Drew Lock, I'm giving him another chance here tonight. So the 2 plays I like for him, I like his Goblin and I like his original line at 205.5 pass and rush yards. Now, it does look like it got bumped slightly. It looks like it got bumped 4 points. Now, I did get this on Sleeper at 205.5, so I wouldn't touch the 209.5 on Prizepicks. If you look at it is minus 110 odds to go over 209.5. Can I go down to 205? I cannot. So I can't change this number on here, but you can see, obviously, he only has that one game. That was last game versus Dallas, where he threw and rushed for 235. If you look at New Orleans, they have some of the worst defense in both passing and rushing. Give up 29th in the league in passing yards at 250 passing yards per game, then rushing yards 26th at 136 per game. So I love this play for a man, Drew Lock. You can get him at 148 pass yards, which I think is another really, really good play if you want to take that. Obviously, they pass the ball 59% of the time, run the ball 41%, so he's going to be airing the ball out. You can come down here to look at the let's do defense versus offense. So you can look at the Saints defense, the QB hits, 25th in the league, getting 5 QB hits per game, 2.2 sacks per game, which is 23rd in the league, which isn't really, really good. But they got some QB hurries, 8th in the league at 3.4 hurries per game. So they should get to Drew Lock a few times this game, leading him to scramble. And this isn't college football, so a sack isn't going to lose rushing yards. But I do love this play for our man Drew Lock. So I've got him locked in. Let's go ahead and check and see what he is over here on Prizepicks. So he does have 149.5 pass yards if you decide you want to take his Goblin, which I really like the Goblin over here. But so it is 209.5. Like I said, I got this at 205.5 on Sleeper. Much rather get the 205.5, but if you guys do want to take the bump, it's up to you. I'm playing 205.5. That's what's going to be on my list for this because I played it on Sleeper. I'm going to try to play the best value I can, but it is there if you guys want to try it out at 209.5. I think he cashes both of them, honestly, but it's totally up to you if you guys want to risk it. If you guys do want a free month of VIP, I got to throw this out there. Sign up for any of our partner apps below. You got Parlay, Play, Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, Better, and DGF. Any of those apps get you a free month of our premium, free month of our VIP. Link for those is down in the description. Just make a $10 deposit, send me a screenshot, and we'll get you guys added. But that's pick number 2. For our third pick of the day, we're jumping over to the Philly game. You got the Eagles versus the Panthers. This game I don't find competitive at all. Now, Barkley has been a wagon for me the last few times I played him. I love this play for Barkley. So I'm taking Barkley over longest rush. Now, I do say I like his rush attempts over 20.5. I did like that play. I almost took it. I decided not to go for this, and the reason why is because versus crappy teams, it seems like he goes under this. So you can look versus Dallas. If they blow him out, he only had 14 attempts versus Dallas. You can see versus the Giants, he only had 17 versus the Giants, 28-3 win. Lots of games like that. Tampa Bay, they did get beat, which obviously he's not going to run the ball anyway because they would be throwing it. But lately, man, versus Baltimore, close game. Versus LA, close, or they won by 17, but it's a tough team. I don't know what's going to happen with this play, so I decided it was a little bit too risky. I did like it, but I decided to fade it. And what I decided to go with was his longest rush at 19.5. So if it's on here. So longest rush at 19.5 for our man Barkley. He's cashed it 8 of 12 games on the season. He's averaging 35 as his longest rush per game. A couple games he had well over 50, 55, 59, 65. Had 72 versus LA. I like this play, man. He's had 25 versus Baltimore. Obviously, Carolina doesn't have a very good defense. I don't think Carolina's going to be able to stop our man Barkley. I think he's going to have a really, really good game, and I think he's going to cash it. If you come down here, they do pass the ball 53%, run the ball 57 or 43%, run the ball 57%. So they're definitely a run-heavy team. You got the quarterback who's going to scramble. Obviously, Hurts likes to run the ball a lot too. But you got Barkley, man, who's going to be the bread and butter of this offense. I love this play for Barkley. I think he's going to get at least a 20-yard rush for us today, and I got him locked in. Now, this one is minus 113 on FanDuel, minus 140 bet MGM. If you guys have FanDuel, it's a really good prop. I think it's minus 120 on Fliff if you play it on Fliff. Unfortunately, Outlier doesn't show Fliff for me. There might be a way for me to put that in the settings. I'll have to check that out later. But anyways, guys, I do think it is 20.5 on Prizepicks. So let's go ahead and pull up our man Barkley. We're going to find his longest rush real quick and just see what it is at on Prizepicks. So it's 21.5. So it actually got bumped another point. I'm not playing the 21.5. 2 yards, I know, doesn't sound like a lot, but I don't want to take a 2-point bump. A 2-point bump's a 10% bump on this because 19.5, yeah, it's a 10% bump on that play. I'm not going to take it on Prizepicks. I would play it straight bet, sleeper or chalkboard. You can get 19.5, or you could. Hopefully it hasn't got bumped there as well. I do think it's okay to take up to 20. Wouldn't go any higher than that personally. But Saquon Barkley, I got over 19.5 as his longest rush, or you can straight bet it on FanDuel, Fliff, whatever. And I like the odds for that better than I do playing him in a parlay. So that's what I got locked in. Barkley, if you guys want to tell. If you don't like it, obviously fade to play. But I love that play for Barkley. It's one of my favorite. And I got him locked in. For our next pick, it's going to be our man Dicker the kicker. So we're taking our man Cameron Dicker, Chargers kicker, taking him over 1.5 field goals made. He has been a wagon for me. Him and Brandon Aubrey have been the kickers that I have played almost every game. I don't think Dicker has missed a slip for me yet. Now, he's cashed us 9 of 12 games, so there's 3 games he went under. I didn't play him in those 3 games personally, so he has been a wagon for me. If you played him on those 3, obviously you probably don't think he's a wagon, but I like this play, man. We've already looked at this. The Chargers versus the Chiefs should be semi-competitive. I do think the Chiefs are going to be able to stop the Chargers from scoring a couple times. I think I think Dicker is going to get some chances here to kick some field goals. If you come over here, his longest field goal made average is 43.4. He's had 3 games in a row where he's had over a 50-yard field goal. I think that's going to happen a couple times tomorrow, and I do like this play for our man Cameron Dicker over 1.5 field goals made. It is minus 110 on BetMGM. It's obviously a minus 119 on Prizepicks play, 120 on Underdog. You can get them for a regular line, so there's not going to be any it's not like a goblin or anything. So we'll come over here. We're going to type in our man Cameron Dicker. Make sure he... Bro, I just said Sicker too. I've called him every name other than his name. But we got Dicker over 1.5 field goals made over here on Prizepicks as well. You can lock it in. I'm not playing these plays in a 6-man. If you want, you're more than welcome. But I'm playing these individually, man. I'm just using this to show you they are on Prizepicks. If you decide you want to make a 4 or 6-man, that's totally up to you. But I recommend playing 2-man combinations on these plays. But anyway, Cameron Dicker, 1.5 field goals made is my first kicker prop of the day, and it's one of my favorites on the board. So got Cameron Dicker locked in. For our next pick, we are jumping into our 2 goblin plays. I got 2 goblin plays I like. They are both passing yards, and they're both 199.5. So the first one's going to be for our man Stafford. I know a lot of people are pissed at Matthew Stafford because he chalked our discounted line last week, but looking at Stafford, man, he's been a good quarterback this season. 199.5 is way too low. He's cashed at 10 to 12 games, averaging 248 passing yards per game. Yes, he went under this number his last game versus the Saints, which is absolutely crazy. Didn't see that happening. Playing against the Bills, obviously Buffalo has a really good pass defense. They only give up 8th in the league at 199.7 passing yards per game. I think the Bills are going to win this game. I think the Rams are going to be behind, and I like the play. So I got him locked in over 199.5. Not much you really got to say about this prop. They throw the ball 60% of the time. He's going to get the opportunity to cash right here, and I do think they're going to be playing from behind, leading to him airing the ball out even more. I think he's going to get at least 200 yards. I could see him probably cashing his original line as well. I'm not going to take it there just because I don't personally think there's much value at 249.5, but I could see him cashing that. So I got him at 199.5. You can take the 224.5 if you want as well. But I do like the lower goblin better for a lower payout, and that's what I got locked in. Matthew Stafford, 199.5 passing yards as pick number 5 of the day. And then we're going to go ahead and jump over to our other one for our man Jameis Winston. I'm taking him over passing yards too, 199.5. My second goblin that I really like. Cleveland is playing against the Steelers. Steelers are most likely going to win, in my opinion. Winston just threw for 500 yards this last game, so let's go ahead and pull him up real quick. I'm just going to click a random prop and then go over here to pass yards. It's easier to find that way, in my opinion. So at 199.5, he's cashed it 5 straight games. Every game he started, pretty much, he has cashed this for us. Just had 497 pass yards versus the Broncos. They did lose, so that does make a big difference, too. That was a shootout game with a 73-point total. Obviously, I don't expect that here tonight. Looking at Pittsburgh, they have an 18th best passing defense in the league, getting up 220 pass yards per game. Now, come down here to Cleveland. They throw the ball 66% of the time. Almost every play, 6.5 of 10 plays, or you might as well round it up to 7. 7 of 10 plays are going to be passing plays. Jameis is going to be throwing the ball. I think they're losing this game personally, and that being said, I think that's just an amazing play. I like his original line too, so you can get his regular line at 250. I think he cashes that too. I know he's been under 2 of those 5 games he started, but I don't think he goes under tonight. You can take him at 249.5 pass yards as well, but I do like that play for Jameis Winston at 199.5. Obviously better. You can play any of these plays. I'm probably going to put this. This is going to be the play I'll add as the list on the list for the free picks. So if he ends up with 248 but cashes this, there is going to be a check on Winston for the ones that do get confused by that. But I do like his original line as well. So looking at the odds on this, it is minus 137 to go over on price. Or it's minus 300 odds. What am I talking about? But if you go to his 224, it does go all the way down to minus around 180 on FanDuel, which isn't horrible value on this play at 224. If you get his original line, obviously it's going to be minus 110 across the board, up to minus 120 on Prizepicks. But I do like this play for Jameis Winston, and that's what I've got locked in. So those are our 6 plays for today, guys. Hopefully we sweep the board for you. I know the last couple of NFL Sundays haven't been too good in terms of the free picks, but I'm thinking we're going to have a better game tonight. I like this slate a little bit better. I think it's going to be cash for us. And if you guys like them, tell them. If you don't like them, listen to your gut, guys, and fade the plays you don't like. But anyways, hope you guys have an awesome day. Hope you cash every single slip. I hope we had a good college football day for you guys. I really do. And if we did end up chalking, sorry in advance, but I don't think we did. I think we had a great day. So make sure you guys leave a like and comment on the video for a chance at free VIP, and I will see y'all in tomorrow's NBA video.